Hey, what is everyone? Welcome back to another stream. This is the Count of Monte Fisto, and right now what we're listening to is some Guilty Gear music. Yeah, the whole series has fantastic music. Once again, I think the guy who makes it, does all the music himself and the artwork conceptually by himself. I'm not sure if he codes the whole thing himself. I would assume not, but you never know. Anyway, we're going to go back to some more Phantasy Star, because if I want to complete this game by the end of the month, I'll have to play it a little bit more often. Not that the game seems that long. I did look at a general flowchart of kind of the game step by step. I feel like we're like 40% through the game, honestly. We're coming up around the halfway point. A lot of the game's just assembling your initial party. Anyway, let's dive right in. Enough of my bullshit. And we're not playing Zero Wing, although, yeah, maybe if I still have some energy in me, I'll play some Zero Wing. If you don't know Zero Wing, that's the where that one old school Mei comes from. The all your bases belong to us. I don't think I've ever played it, but I was looking through my library and I saw that. Oh yeah, I know that game. Anyway, let's find where the fuck the Master System one is. It's probably gonna be a little loud until I find the game. For whatever reason, the main menu is a lot louder in terms of decibels than the in-game game. Kind of weird, but whatever. Yeah, pretty late start for me, but it is my weekend, and therefore I'm going to be a procrastinating piece of shit. Not just for streaming, but for everything. Anyway, let's dive right into this. So last time, we were about to go into the sewers? Yeah, the weird-ass sewer system that goes from the plate that's hovering above the planet, kind of like, what was it, the golden saucer in Final Fantasy VII? And the septic tank exits out into another continent. Kind of weird, but whatever. I think we have some flashlights, yeah? Yeah. And if we get enough money, we might buy a magic lamp, but those are so insanely expensive. Probably not even worth it. This might just be a passageway like that one area leading to the governor's place on... Was it Motavia? Hold up, I have my little cheat sheet here. Let's see if we can bring that up. But since we did do that one optional dungeon, just to pick up our cat's upgraded weapon, which wasn't even that big of an upgrade in all honesty, but we got a lot of levels and a lot of money from that. Where the fuck is my notes? I had them here. Okay, here we go. I did do a brief overview of how many remaining dungeons are left in the game, and there's some straightforward dungeons, but then there's some shitty dungeons, like some of the other ones we passed through, so I think grand total, there's 9 shitty dungeons left. Alright, so we got an area there, an area this way. Guess we'll check out both. I'm busy, don't bother. Okay, alright, I'm busy, don't bother me. Alright, let's make a note. Rando guy in sewers. Whatever, dude. Alright. So he'll probably be important later on. Maybe give us an item. And, okay. So this is the other continent. Kind of a weird connecting area there, but whatever. I am not a civic designer. I have a hospital. Wait, I wonder if the background is different. No, it's just the standard village background. Let's talk to these people. Could you spare me? Oh, God. Could you spare me some Coke from McDonald's? Sure thing. Don't go near the tower at the far end of the narrow road. Oh, God. Alright, let me write this down. Tower, end of narrow road. Which goes from the Gothic Forest. My God. Well, why are you giving me so much information on it if you don't want me to go near it? Forest. Through the mountains. A magic beast lives there. Through the mountains. Magic beast. Danger. Okay. Thanks for the insanely intricate tip. Look at it and you turn to stone. Ah, okay. So Medusa. Medusa? Question mark? Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, every single NPC in this game gives you very specific tips for something, which is both cool, but also extremely autistic. Alright guys, so what, do I just like crash here? I guess I save here, huh? Or search here, I should say. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it, okay. Let's see what else. We got like a tree over here. Maybe search here. Or maybe not. Maybe it's one of those things where I have to get a tip later on. It's like, oh, check the tree in the fucked up town. Thank you, sir. I would not have done it without your tip. Could you spare me a cup of cola? Do I have any more? Alright, don't be a fool. Fuck. Well, I guess I need to buy all these assholes cokes. What are Medusa's pronouns? Zim and Zer, maybe? I don't know. I can't think of anything clever. Really? There's like nothing here, though? I can't even search that one. Alright, so I'm guessing that this town was just ravaged by some crazy shit. Are there any, like, there's a secondhand shop. We can buy another flashlight, which we might need, unfortunately. Oh god, but then I would have to buy a bunch of flashlights to go back through and back again, and then I had to just get these guys cokes. Do you also want some coke? You cannot come through here. This is my area. I own everything beyond this gate. Alright, you cunt. Shit, I guess I have to solve the mystery of the, very thirsty villagers. And not in that way. Not thirsty in that way. They just really want you to buy them shit from McDonald's. There's nothing there. But we can leave this way. Okay. Wait, so what the fuck? So what is that asshole blocking? Damn it, I want to see what that one asshole has, which means we're gonna have to buy 2 flashlights in order to get a coke. Is it worth it, though? It kind of is. It kind of is. Like, we don't know for sure, but probably is. But first we need to buy flashlights. Fuck. Okay. Alright, dickhead. Yeah. It's only like 20 bucks a flashlight. We'll probably make the money back just walking through there. Here we are. Yeah, it leaves the right side to go left. That's what I'm saying, is we just walk around the whole fucking town. He's just being a dickhead for no reason. Unless it leads to some secret. I have no idea. Who knows? But yeah, let's go back through the sewers and buy a Coke for that one asshole to see what insanely specific tip he has to give me. They have all these like fucking burgers. If the dude wanted a McDouble, I could have hooked him up. These guys aren't a problem though. Otherwise, I would use some magic. Man, everyone's getting around or above 100 health though. Nice. Honestly, Noah's getting some sick MP. Which, shit, actually, we should probably just check that, by the way, just to refresh us. Alright, so Alex can heal. Healing magic. Meow can cure, which is very, very powerful healing magic. Tele is actually telepathy, not teleport. So this makes 3 different ways we can talk to people. I guess it's just a rate of success, whether you use the regular talk option, the talk magic, or the telepathy magic. Yeah, I guess it has to be a rate of success. I have no other explanation. But exit is, I believe, 4 MP, and that we definitely want to save some MP for that. Cure is nice. I don't think Noah's Fireball is that good, though, in all honesty. Maybe it is. Let's see what else. Yeah, so we have Heal by, which gets us the fuck out of a fight. Rope is actually pretty good. Oh, exit gets me out of a dungeon, which is actually awesome. So if I go real deep into a dungeon and I get what I came for, I want some MP in order to get the fuck out. Which is insanely, insanely useful. So you always want to make sure that asshole has some MP. Then Terrify actually just sometimes makes him run, sometimes make him not attack. I think it makes it not attack. Wall, though, is awesome for bosses. So Meow's Wall makes me not take damage. Alice's Rope makes the boss not be able to attack. Then Noah has some crazy shit too. Yeah, so that's generally, from what I found, fighting that one skeleton, getting Meow's weapon upgrade. What do you want for bosses? You want to go apeshit with the buffing and debuff magic, because it just makes your life a hell of a lot easier. But yeah, that fire spell's not that great. It attacks 2 enemies, one for a lot, one for a little. Oh wait, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to buy a passport. I have a passport. I'm looking for the McDonald's, bro. There we are. This is a fast food shop. You need to buy some cola for my homies. There we are. Yeah, I might be saving myself a big headache with just a little bit of extra knowledge. I'm like that one cunt, Ty Lopez. Yo, that dude Ty Lopez is like a fucking textbook scam artist. I swear to God, that cunt is a textbook scam artist. Might want to stock up. The Cokes only heal for 10, and the spells that you use for your magic heal a lot more. The burgers heal for 40, which isn't bad, but they also cost 40. But I have a couple burgers just in case I run out of mana. But really, that's the main thing you want to use your mana for in this game, is just heal spells. Heal spells, save a little for exit, save a little bit for your rope spell and your wall spell in case you fight a motherfucker. And that strategy seems to work really, really well. Anyway, we have north, south, and then it looks like southeast. So we'll go southeast first. This might have more thirsty twitchers, yeah. It might. If there are more fucked up towns, which there might be, I don't know. But I would imagine that there would have to be some fast food shop somewhere on this continent. Oh, nice. Thank you. Oh, that was $100 though. How much damage does that do though? We're fine. Fucking trap chests. Anything here? So is this a Gothic forest? Is this just a normal fight, or is this a really... Alright, I guess we'll find out, huh? Fuck around and find out. Yeah, let's just attack. Let's see what happens. No, it just looks a lot scarier. I think we leveled up a lot from that dungeon. We might be a little over-leveled, but it's not really over-leveling, because we just went through the dungeon. It's not like we've been, doing anything too over the top. Like, I don't think I've actually level grinded this entire playthrough. Alright, they're a little bit meaty. They're a little bit obnoxious. Like, we can take them, but maybe not like multiple fights of this. Not without like healing and shit. Fireball does heal multiple, but now there's only one left. We'll be fine. I'd rather use some of his magic for healing after a fight. Ooh, there we are, leveled up. Oh, it better be a lot of money. Okay, it's a good amount. Maybe not like a shit ton. We'll drop a save. We're not too far from town if we need to get the fuck back. And shit. I know, I'm just thinking about how much of a pain in the ass it would be to get back to town. Alright, so it looks like that might be the Gothic Forest. That doesn't really look like a tower, though. So I don't know what that would be. We got a big-ass mountain range. Alright, this is like more my speed. It's got big-ass mountain range. The end of which looks like there's a city in the mountains. Oh, all good, Cinnam. I appreciate you dropping in, bro. Hope you have a good one, man. Let's see. Yeah. Interesting. So it looks like there's no middle ground. It's either kind of a pain in the ass fight or a real rough one. Alright, we got some ghouls. Should we fight these guys? Why not? Probably just use some of this magic, huh? Alright, what do we got? How about fire. We'll try it. If there's elemental weaknesses in the... Ooh, that's actually gonna hurt a little bit. Might want to get the fuck out of here. From 52 to 47, I don't know. How about this? You use Cure on Odin. Odin attack. Huh, wonder why Noah wasn't able to fight. Oh, did I, like, choose attack for him? Huh. I'd be a little careful here. I don't really understand what these guys are up to. Yeah, how about just attack? We'll use another fire. Yeah, they're only doing 5. It's not that tough. A lot of these guys seem a lot more meaty than they are, like, heavy hitting. You'll cure yourself, meow. Another fire. Luckily, we can always just teleport back to town if we need to. The problem is, if we need a heal, it might be worth buying a flashlight and just going through the town and going back to get a free heal, because those hospitals really start to add up. It might be good just to do a little bit of extra work. Save a lot of money, and that way we can maybe buy some, what is it? Ceramic sword or diamond armor. Diamond armor would take a long time though. That's like 15 grand. And it's better be worth it. If it's not, we're run from this shit in the future. 48, 78. Yeah, I don't think that's really worth it. That's kind of a lot of work for very little. Alright, so let's see what we got. So Odin still has his sword equipped. What kind of sword? I guess we'll find out. Titanium. And we could get an upgrade for like, what, $1 grand? Alright, that's interesting. Alright, I'll have to think about that. In the meantime though, Alice, you can use heal on yourself. Beautiful. No, God, that's such a cheap heal. It really is. It's like 10, about 10 HP per MP. It's pretty sick. Oh wait, so what we got? Max HP. Oh wait, I guess we can use it another time on Alice. Okay, let's drop another save. We're really just exploring this continent for a little bit. This is in fact the main hub. Was it Paseo? Is that where we're on? No, Paseo is the name of the town on Motavia. This is Palma. Alright, so let's run. Yeah, that's much better. What the fuck is this? Alright, well we got some shit. So we have a mountain range with the forest going through it. We have a path north, which we didn't even go. Yeah, this is a trap tile. This is like a swamp. Let's run. I feel like this is gonna be bad. We did drop a save, so we can just reload it if we need to. This might be something we want to fuck with later. And there's 6 fairly strong enemies. I mean, we're dodging them, though. But let's see. Oh, God. I really hope it's not a fight per step. That only did 2. Yeah, we're doing chip damage on these guys. They seem to be pretty meaty. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll... Smaller groups I'm cool with fighting. And we do still have that one item that we can just warp back to town. Honestly, we might use it just for shits and giggles. Serpent. Ah, fuck it. Kick its ass, dude. Alright, so it's doing like 14 per... It's interesting. It's like this game's oddly open, but there's really just one thing it wants you to do specifically. But like, you're free to explore and check out what there is, but usually there's just one thing you need to do. Yeah, let's keep healing up. Heal Meow. And heal Noah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for now. Oh god, like one step away. Fuck you. Interesting. Just kind of getting like the mental map of what this continent is like. I mean, we've pretty much cleared everywhere else in the world, so this anything here is both new and probably mandatory. But hey, I'm actually surprised we got here. Let's save on Fisto. We'll save do a secondary save. Alright, so what we got? We got a little town, and then we have a cave. This is a pile of junk. Somewhere there's supposed to be a usable robot, but you know how rumors be. You know how rumors be. Alright, usable robot. Whatever the fuck that means, dude. I appreciate the heads up, though. This town's a massive piece of shit. Is that a robot? Maybe I need to use a special item for this, huh? Interesting. I have a cola. Did I get a cola from somewhere? I thought I gave the cola away. Weird. Maybe I bought 2 colas? Bortevo is my turf. Don't you mess around here now, kid. Is this Bortevo? I don't even know what the other place is called. Bortevo. Alright. So I guess it's called Bortevo. I don't even know what the other town was called. No one ever said what name it was. Let's search this shit. It's gonna be anything special. Wish there's a place to rest, though. My god. Seems extreme. Still nothing usable. Let's check out this house over here and then the other 2. Alright, a usable robot in Bortevo with a question mark. There we are. And that might be all I need. Okay, 2 more houses, and I guess we'll continue our way back east. Might just be one big loop, which means that path through the swamp might be bullshit, I don't know. Seems like a little fucked up if that is actually the case. We might need an item to come back here. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I guess we're leaving. The Bortevo. I might be in this cave. Let me make a little note here. And we'll label this one Bortevo. Okay. So So now let's start drawing this shit. 3. And I guess we go to the left. 2. Oh, alright. Before we fuck around here, we might wanna get the fuck out, honestly. Just to, like, kind of know the possible locations we can go before. I mean, but then again, the more we map out now, the easier time we'll have later. I mean, there's a couple different things we can do here. Yeah, I feel like I need to really look at what Odin is doing exactly. Every time I remember to look for that, I think, you know, the battle's over. Alright, so it goes over here, that goes up. And then it looks like it goes further right. Got it. Okay. My dodge is pretty good for whatever reason. Wow, Odin only did 1 damage. Maybe we should switch Odin's stupid shit. Odin seems to be a little bit ass right now. One, 2. Alright, so I have a way over there. Yeah, it looks like it's a dead end, so let's check it. It is. Alright, so that's that. Goes down, and then to our left. Cool. And then it's another long corridor, interesting enough. I keep looking, I gotta remember to look for Odin's attack. Oh, the 210 there. Wow, that's an insane damage spread. Well, if the max he's doing with this is 10, we might want a, to use the gun. Then it goes over here and hooks left. And then what? Okay, it's a dead end. I mean, we're getting some knowledge here. Knowledge. Oh, an escaper, nice. Once again, I know I just finished talking shit on Ty Lopez. We gotta talk some more shit. So if you don't know, Ty Lopez is the guy who had the, like, meme videos years ago where it's, like, doing the, like, life advice, you know, oh, here's how you can make yourself better, and he, like, did these long videos where he didn't really say anything, but then was like, now if you want to figure out what I'm doing right and how you can get this mansion, and it turns out it was right to the mansion, he's like, you gotta pay the money to take my course and get some knowledge. God, when was that? That had to have been like 2014, 2016, sometime around there. Dude, that guy was an asshole. Oh, okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. That hooks to the left as well. Okay. That now it goes up, and then it's another 3-way. Alright, well then we'll go this way. Let me actually use. I mean, we could use some of Meow's magic. Damn. That took, how much did that take? 6? Shit. Yeah, we don't have enough for that then. Alright, but we do have some more cures. Oh, shit, that's a cure, not a heal. Alright, I gotta be careful then. Very careful. As long as we have enough to get the fuck out if we need to. Alright, so we got that shit there. Oh, come on, you cunt! Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, motherfucker. Yes. Alright, we got another flashlight, which is actually pretty handy to have. The fuck, so it goes down here, and then it... Shit. My spacing of all this could have been a little bit better, but let's keep attacking, keep fighting. Oh, you dickhead, come on, just fucking fight him. Yeah, I think I will switch Odin. I mean, I have to really remember to look for his fucking attack. Because these battles, I'm like so preoccupied with like my map making skills. My skills with knowledge from Ty Lopez. I haven't like seen anything from Ty Lopez. I don't know why that asshole's on my mind as of late. It's because I lack knowledge. Fuck, what I need to do, aside from get some knowledge, is, switch his fucking gun, dude. He's not doing jack. Maybe 10 damage, but if there's 2 enemies, then, he's gonna be doing 10 damage total anyway. Yeah. Maybe with the next level sword, he might be doing a little bit better. Alice advanced to the next level. Good, good. And we're getting money, and we're mapping this shit out. So I mean, we're looking good. All right, buddy. Let's shit, I forget what transfer does. One of these gets out of a dungeon. The other sends you back to town. So equip that onto Odin. Yeah, I mean we switched him out for a boss, and obviously for a boss you don't want the gun. You don't want to cap yourself at 5. I want to know what's over here. Okay, so it looks like it goes like that. Got it. Yeah, Odin's interesting. He's like a tank, supposedly, but he needs the right weapon. Yeah, so that just goes there. Alright, interesting. And then we have a treasure chest. Okay. So it closes itself off. Got it. Alright, we're getting this. We got another flashlight. Wow, this game really loves loading me up with these. Which is weird, because they're very cheap, but, I mean, you can only really use it one at a time. Which kind of disincentivizes you from buying the magic lamp. It's just kind of weird. Oh, nice. No learn new spell. Let's see. It's so weird that they would change the name to a guy name, but then change the gender to a girl because it looks feminine, but then, like, but it's actually a guy with a guy named my brain. That hurts thinking about. Oh, wind. Ooh, okay, that's probably better than fire. Shit. Yeah, we'll save here again. We'll save on Fisto for a little bit. Alright, let's get the fuck back to the 4-way intersection, and this time we're gonna make a left. Shit, do I even risk using the wind magic? Yes, I do. Alright, we got 6. It's not gonna take, like, 10, right? Let's see. 1. Oh shit, okay, so it's like 3. Oh wow, that took quite a bit. So that takes 12 magic, but it's better than fire. But hits for 3. instead of for 2. Because that fire is kind of trash. Honestly, you're better off with cure, but for bosses and shit, yo, that one's gonna be pretty handy. Hopefully we have enough to get out of here, but I think we have items to get us out of dungeons. If not, we know where the entrance is, and these guys aren't so insanely hardcore that I would be worried that we'd die in this place. And we got another flash. How many flashes do I have, dude? Oh my god. Here's some more flash, motherfucker. And we do have some McDonald's, some Mickey D's, which is always nice. Alright, so this goes up here. And it looks like this is probably the stairs down. Oh, this is stairs up? Is this a tower? Interesting. There's a second tower. Maybe this is a tower. Wait, but why wouldn't they just use like a tower sprite instead of a cave sprite? Oh! Where the fuck are we now? Oh god. Oh god, just run. Where the fuck are we? Oh god, we're in like an extreme place. We're in a very extreme place. Oh god. Oh, we can dodge this shit pretty fucking easy, but can we like get the hell out? There we are. I kinda don't want to fuck with these guys too much. The fuck? To a new land. Man, that was like fucking very unexpected. Is there anything here though? That's I want to see if there's anything here before I get the fuck out of here. Because there might be like a town I could heal in. No, it's a beach path. Do I take the beach path? Here's what I'll do. I'll save on the file that has my initials, Nigerius Igorovich Gregor. So we have a save file before we went to the other side of the planet. Oh god, Skull Inn. Yeah, we're just gonna avoid you assholes. I don't even want to fuck with you guys, really. You guys are fine. God damn, is this crazy? It's like I want to like poke it and check out, but I mean that cave really wasn't that threatening. But like the game's not stopping me from going from one continent to the next within nanoseconds of getting to the new continent. Where the fuck? Oh come on, please! What are these encounter rates, dude? Oh, come on, please. Giant fly. We can take these assholes. Nice. Honestly, after checking all this shit out, we might even have enough for the diamond armor, at least for one of our guys. But again, I think only Alice and Odin can equip the heavy armor. Shellfish. How is our dodge so high? That's what I want to know, man. I'm like trying to understand what the fuck exactly is going on with this game. This is a weird one, man. Like, I like it. It's just very bizarre, but selectively. It's both selectively traditional and selectively, I don't know what like word I'm looking for, but it goes against established norms. Like just how the first third of the game is just you assembling your party, but then it becomes very easy, seemingly. Where am I going? What am I doing? Run. Maybe I should have inspected that rock octopus. Let's see, can he kick my ass? A little bit. This is like the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean movie, taking on the Kraken. Is that what we're doing now? I like these, like it's doing 1 damage to me, I'm doing like 2 damage per hit to it. It's very weird. I mean, I played Final Fantasy 1 on stream, and that was a game where you really have to, like, it's very doable, but you have to really learn in the game and figure out what you need to run from and what you don't. But here, I don't know, you just hit a point where nothing is scary. At least it doesn't seem it. Really, you know, what kills you in dungeons is more of just fatigue. What the fuck is this way? I wonder if this just leads back to the continent I was just on, like one really, really roundabout way of getting around. There had to be something over here, yeah? Or am I going like right to exactly where I'm supposed to go? Like there's some jackass like, you must go through the cave in the northwest, and there you will find an exit which will lead to a long beach path, and there you will find the end boss. Or I guess maybe at this point we're making so much money that, like, fuck it, might as well just stay in town. Unless there's more places you can heal for free, I would like to hope so. I like the idea of healing for free. Granted, healing, it increases with your level, it seems, or how much damage you have. Maybe it's like a certain amount of gold per hit point, or maybe it's per level. I'm not really entirely sure. It's a very bizarre game. I like it. It's insanely colorful for the era. Granted, that was kind of the selling point of the Sega Master System, was the sound and the color. Not that I made anywhere near a dent in the West. Yeah, you don't even get a whole lot of gold for those guys. Oh my god, and there's a lot of them. All right, just fucking run. Just get the fuck away from them. Yeah, so this just leads to a town. Let's see how we do. Dodge, hit. Man, wow. I'm just kind of thinking that we wasted a lot of magic on the one skeleton in the other place. I mean, I guess if you pick up Odin and Meow, you could make a beeline for that other dungeon. But that other dungeon was a real bitch. I wouldn't have wanted to go through that without Noah, you know? Because then you'd be really high level for your other 3 characters when you pick up Noah, who's then at a very low level. Kind of just makes sense to do what I did. Leave that no one like said in any of the towns like, oh, there's a cave where you can get a legendary Iron Fang. Oh god, come on. Yeah, encounter rate's kind of all over the place, huh? Alright, what is this? What is this town? This town is called Lore. Lore. Alright. Let's write this shit down. To Lore. Got it. Okay. We have been in decline thanks to the work of Lassic. Nice. Well, maybe it's because your town is so fucking remote. Oh my god, it's like if you ever played Final Fantasy V, there's a town the main character's from, fuck, I'm blanking on it. The town of Licks. Do you know about Lerma trees? No? They grow, what the fuck? Alright, let's write that shit down. Lerma trees on Altiplano Plateau. Can't make this shit up. On the planet Dezoris. Oh, on Dezoris. All right. Well, that's the ice planet we haven't even been on, but we know about the trees. We know about the flora and fauna of the planet we have not been on. Oh, never mind. All right, dick. There is a village called Abion on the western edge on this island. Western edge. Western edge. I didn't see shit on the western edge. I was just on the western edge, was I not? Alright, we'll call this western edge of, we'll just call it Lerma, Lore Island? Lore Island. There is Abion town. Okay. I still don't know what the one town was that we first came through. We just called it like Manhole Town, a Sewerville, a Shitville. All right, we're getting a lot more ideas here, huh? Have you heard of a gem called the Amber Eye? All right, so okay, more shit. Amber Eye. Spaceport. I guess we can take out that that note. Anything else? Oh, what's up, Damo Smitty? How you doing today, dude? Usable robot in Borteo. Amber Eye. Some say that the Casbah Dragon. Amber Eye held by Casbah Dragon. Interesting. Doing good? That's nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice weather where I am. A little chilly, a little overcast, but not bad. It's only gonna get hotter, so I'll take what I can get. Alright. I'm just getting some clues from my homies in this town. This is an armory. Do you want to buy something? Hell yeah. What can we get? White mantle. I think that's what we have. Heat gun. We can pick that shit up. And silver fang. Shit. Well, I can kind of have to pick one, huh? Well, we just picked up the Iron Fang, and that seems fine. So I think we'll grab a heat gun, but let me double check to make sure the White Mantle is in fact what Noah already has. Let's see. Yeah, so he has a White Mantle, got it. So you definitely don't need that shit. I think we will buy the gun. We're using the gun now, and it's treating us pretty well. So we'll upgrade from the needle gun to the heat gun. Town of Lore, I'll write down what? Silver Fang for 1620. Be nice if I had enough money to buy all this shit, which I'm pretty close to being able to, in all honesty. We'll write that down, save that, and buy this heat gun. No. To which I think that upgrade should be doing like 10 damage per enemy, which is double Odin's attack right now. Which means we can probably sell that titanium sword at this point, because I was doing around 10 damage max. There we are. Wonder if does it change? I mean, it's kind of like just a gun. It probably won't change his attack. So let's sell both the gun and the titanium sword. Titanium sword we're gonna get rid of anyway. Let's see. No, oh, shit, we can't. We can't sell it here. Fuck. Yeah, we need a secondhand store. Damn it. That's dumb. What do you have? You are going to try to kill Elastic, I hear. That's great. I have heard that a certain crystal will block evil magic. Probably the Amber Eye. Certain crystal blocks evil magic. All right. We're getting a shit ton of notes, huh? And let's see how much it would cost to heal us. Oh, only 61? Wait, why did I think this was more? Oh shit. 85. So it's like 200 bucks total. I mean, I guess it's not so bad. Yeah, it's probably more when you're out of MP, if I had to guess. Yeah, it's about 200 bucks across the board. That's not terrible. It's really not. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's save here. In fact, if we're already healed, it really doesn't matter. We can just get the fuck back. We've gotten here at a lower level with shittier equipment. We can get back at a higher level with better equipment. And now let us check this out. Oh god. Scorpius. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. I guess if we dick around here longer, we could probably get enough for the Silver Fang as well. Yeah, really what gives you a shit ton of money and experience is just killing off hordes of enemies. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything kind of gives you around the same, though, huh? What'd the guy say at the edge of the... There's another town called Albion. Got it. Albion! Oh, we're gonna be playing Fable at some point. Hopefully this year. I'm gonna try to make it this year. Yeah, we're doing dirty now. We're doing dirty. Only 25 mistakes, says. This is like a big-ass, weird-ass island, huh? That beach path does suck dick, though. Alright, so that's, alright, so that's Albion. Well, get rid of that already, huh? And we can write down... Albion. Well, shit. I'm just, like, kind of surprised that we've just gone from town to town to town. Our, like, my notes are just getting insane. We haven't even checked out all that cave yet. Probably just a path just to get a whole bunch of items then, huh? That one place had a robot though, yeah? Where was that? Bortevo. Oh, Bortevo was the place before the cave, okay. Well, that's good. Although it was past the swamp, and that swamp sucked dick. This is the armory, do you want to buy something? Let's see, wood cane, which we already have, iron armor, which we already have, and then laser sword. Okay. We are not getting suit or laser shield? Laser shield. Laser shield? The fuck is a laser shield? Hold up. Let us bring up the shit. X out that. We can hear this fucking dank ass tune, my guy. Laser shield? Oh wow, and the next gun, looking at the manual, gives us 20 damage per. That's sick. Wood cane, yeah, we already have. Iron armor. It's not like what we have. No, I think we have the zirconian armor now. So iron armor is a fucking piece of shit that we don't need. Yeah, and he was wearing it at the start of the game. Laser shield, laser shield. Yeah, that's what it says. Alright, 48,000. Weird. Alright. Laser shield for 4,800, not 48,000. Fuck me. Still cheaper than that diamond armor. But looks like, is that the best one in the game? Nah. What the fuck do we have, though? Shit, I'm like... So, like, turned around. I'm so confused. Alright, what does else have? So right now we have the ceramic shield. Yeah? Let me double check that. Which actually ain't bad. Really not bad. The only thing better than it is the Laconian, the mirror, and I'm assuming the laser shield, huh? See, an escaper just gets us out of combat. Transfer just gets us back to the last church we visited. The last church we visited, so we can, like, really abuse that shit, huh? Let's see, anything else? Alright, well, shit. So, there's a couple of different things we need to start working towards then. But I mean, this is a lot of money. Like, it's not a lot of money, you know, like, individually, but it's a lot of money altogether. Alright, so that's that. Abian and Lore. So Lore is the first town on the island. Abian is the second one, but it's a pain in the ass to get to. Then, Bortivo is the jank-ass town before the cave that leads us to all these places. That's just weird. It's kind of like a... Oh, okay. Is this just like a full-on dungeon, or what? Item? Dungeon key? Should I be using something? Or is this something that I can easily, like, navigate myself? Because that's what a few of these other places were like. Oh god. Oh god, I should have been making a map. Fuck. Oh god, wait, really? Oh god. Hey, bring that cat over here. Yes? Meow died. The cat will die? Wait, what? I'm assuming that's a fucking joke. Dr. Mad. What the fuck? Yeah, wind is pretty fucking sick, I gotta say. Alright, we're gonna do another rope. Yeah, that seems pretty broken attack. How much is this gonna fucking cost me to bring my cat back? Oh, damn. There, had a treasure chest. I found a Laconian pot, but my cat is dead. Meow is dead. We got another Laconian pot. I don't know what the, let's write that down. Dr. Mad, Laconian pot, Abian. Oh, what the fuck? I mean, we could just revive him, but shit. And we're gonna have to, like, go through here and actually make a map just to make sure we got everything from here. Which sucks. Why is this place so fucking big? Jesus. I don't even know how I did that. Alright, let's find a church and bring our cat back. Wow. Wow. It's ridiculous. I don't fucking know. That's just crazy. That's, like, is that not fucking insane? Alright, well, let's sell. Good thing we had enough room for the Laconian pot. Sell the needle gun. Selling that titanium sword. What else can we sell? So is Escaper the one that just like takes me the fuck somewhere else? Yeah, Escaper just gets us out of combat, which is like cool and all, but wow. I'd rather have some like room. Alright. And so what does he have to... What can I buy from him? A magic hat? The fuck? What's the magic hat do? By using this item, you will be able to understand the language of certain monsters. So wait, I just like use it per interaction with a monster? I mean, I guess we'll try one. Fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. I mean, I guess we'll try it. Probably some reason to have it, huh? Alright. Another fast food shop. Same old shit. Poly... What the fuck? Alright. Oh, what's up, Fracta? How you doing? Myrtle? What the fuck is Myrtle? What kind of fucked up McDonald's is this? Let's see if I can find where this is in the instruction manual. Myrtle, whatever the hell that is. This powerful, smelly liquid will melt all materials except Laconia. Best used on junk. Fuck. So, I would want to use this in the town in order to find a robot. Fuck. But, do I need one per junk pile? Oh god. Oh god, that would be a shit ton of money. I really hope not. Oh, I'm doing good, Fracta. Just playing some classics. My cat, in game, my cat has died. We're gonna bring him back though. Welcome to Abion. Yeah, well, I just like ran into a random NPC. And it's like, can I see your cat? And I'm like, okay. He's like, ah ha ha, your cat is dead. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Hell, plastic has come to this town. Wait, okay. What do you want me to do about it, motherfucker? What a weird game. Some cats, if they eat a certain type of nut, they become huge and can fly. Alright, I can find some magic nut for my cat to eat. Magic nut. Make cat huge and fly. Oh, this is the first Phantasy Star game, which is a weird one. It's really very weird. Well, no shit. Did they spell weird wrong? They did. Wow, nice. Nice going, translators. I appreciate it. How about here? A strange man came to this town. He seems to be performing animal experiments. He brought a large pot or something. Well, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I found that out. I wish I talked to that guy before I ran to the crazy dude who likes to cook cats. Maybe it was Chinese. I'd like to travel in outer space. That's nice, lady. Shit. So here's my dilemma. I need my cat. But then again, there might be something in that. I mean, I guess there's no enemies in that cave. I guess I could check out that cave first. You walk into a house, it's just a dude standing in a white room. Well, it's simpler times, Fracta. They had very limited space on these bad boys. These cartridges. Alright, we're gonna draw this little town here. So what should I call this? Albion House? Yeah, we'll just call it Albion House. Alright, so you go forward. Looks right. Got it. Go forward. And we got a four-way intersection. Here we go in old school. Keeping this shit old school, making our own maps. And then there's, go up a little bit, and there's a door. Now let's use our key. It would be cool if you just automatically used the key once you got it. I mean, not really any reason why not. Here we are. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're just gonna loot this place real quick before we warp back, because warping back's gonna be a real fucking nightmare. I mean, it's not gonna be that bad. We're gonna need money anyway. And I am kind of curious as to what the rest of the planet has to offer us. This goes to the left. And then we have another doorway. All right, but let's check the other path. I don't even think we checked the path. I think this is the path that leads to the crazy asshole. Yeah. So this goes straight forward. Right. Wait, what? Oh god, my head. Oh wait, so we get here. Turn right. And then there's another path. So down here to the right would be the other side of that same door. No, what? No, it's not. What the fuck? Oh god. I'm like actively making a map. I'm still getting confused. Alright, so we're at the four-way. If I go right in here and then left, would that not take me directly where I just was? Or what? Luckily there's no enemies in this place, but holy shit, it's confusing. Yeah, and this like looks left. Would this not just lead directly to where we just were? The four-way? No, it doesn't. Oh god. But this does. Oh shit. Alright, yeah, something's fucky about this. This is back where we were. We'll go north. Alright, so we go here. Oh god, no, 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 no. I'm like playing with my pinkies and shit while holding a pen, making a map of this shit. Again, who designed this shit? Who designs this shit? Why is there so many turns? And this is the exit. Alright, so that's what leads us to the one area, right? This is the crazy man's house, which we've been. So if we go this way, that way, okay. Then it goes down again. It goes down for a really long time. A really long time. Then hooks to the right. I'm guessing this is like one big loop, yeah? Unless, oh wait, no, it goes up then. Who the fuck designs this shit? And then there's another door. Alright. That dungeon key, nice. And this goes up, and then it goes right. Or left. Left. Three, and then it goes left again. Yeah, this is like I just said, this long-ass snaking path. Which makes my notes very confusing. Ah, I think I see. So this way. Like that. Then going to the left would... Oh, is this the door we originally came in? Through the lower path? This might be. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything. Like, if we miss something vital, that would just suck dick. And this leads to the four-way. Yeah, okay, so it's just one big-ass loop. So from here, I'm gonna go left, and make a right. That's another. Oh no, this is the way that leads there, which means this way should, in theory, lead to the four-way. Yes. Okay, we got this. This is just like a really bizarre one. This is where it would very much help if you're using graphing paper, but we're not using graphing paper. Okay, so there is nothing here other than to get your ass to meet the crazy asshole who kills your cat. Oh yeah, absolutely. 4 ways and 3 ways. No, I don't mean to make it dirty. It just is always going to sound dirty. Every time. Alright, so now with that, we are just going to warp back to town. But first, I think we need to get out of town first for it to work. Alright, well, we know how to get here. It's a pain in the ass to get here. But, it's what we're gonna have to do. Transfer? Yes! Getting that trans operation I've always wanted. Nice. And we are all the way back here, which is, I mean, can't really say it's a good thing that we're already all the way back here, but we can use some of the flashlights that we have. Because we have a little bit too many. Yeah, we have 3. 3 is a little bit overkill. But we do have a magic hat. We have a Laconian pot. What the fuck do I do with the Laconian pot? You know, I'm going to try to save. Well, I'm going to try to save. I'm going to save. And this will be a little bit of a diversion, but I kind of want to go back to Motavia and see if that same guy that wanted the potion earlier, or the Laconian pot, would give us something new. We're also having a Laconian pot this time. So how much money do we got? 1100. So if we had like 100 more bucks, we would buy a ceramic sword, just have Odin having a backup thing. But honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure if a ceramic sword would do that much better for him. But I'll keep the note there, all the same, that if I have money, I'm in Perilit, and it might be worthwhile to pick up for Odin. Just to give him an option for if we go up against a boss. Not that it like really serves as much of a use, but all the same. Alright. So we learned a lot about the second continent, and I mean, we haven't even, go figure, we checked out all of that one island. The island past the second continent, but we haven't checked out the second continent in full. It's kind of weird. It's just weird that like an entire island would just have 2 towns with a bunch of weird shit. Thing is, I don't know how many of that polymyrtle we'll need. Like if we just use 1, or if we have to use 1 per. I feel like the game's probably gonna pull some bullshit, like you have to use 1 per junk pile. It's a little fucked up, but if we get a free robot out of it, definitely worth it. Alright, I guess we just piece the fuck out. Oh, what's up, Layla? The dog's waking up, she's yawning. She's such a cutie. Yeah, I know. I see ya. You're a very sweet girl, I know. I love you. I know. Oh, sleepy girl. This is Paseo, Motavia's capital. Got it. She just keeps looking at me. What do you want? What do you want, puppy girl? Yeah, I know. It's not possible to pass through an antlion on foot. We'll need something here. The governor likes sweets. Does that one motherfucker still want this thing? forget what area it was. I sold that Laconian pot for a great deal of money. Thanks. Okay. So we have another Laconian pot, which is just a valuable piece of ceramic that people will give you really cool shit for. So when we first had the Laconian pot at the very beginning of the game, we used it to trade for the cat. Oh shit, speaking of which, fuck, our cat is still dead. Oh my god. Why? I didn't even think of that. I'm like, shit, speaking of which, why are there only 3 people in my party? Fuck, I don't know, I guess subconsciously I was just thinking getting that free heal would bring the cat back. But no, we gotta drop probably $1,000 to bring that asshole back. There's a church, you wish to resurrect someone? Well, the only one who's dead. Alright, it's not that expensive. Sabarus, Cabarus, Cerberus, Base. Anyone else? Alright. Well, our cat is back. There we go. Oh, what's even our levels at? I'm kind of vaguely curious. 15. Wonder what end stat looks like, you know? Final Fantasy 1 was it like around 20? Some shit like that? Around level 20, you're ready for the end boss. Not sure what it's like in this one. 20 usually seems like the magic number for these older games. I'm not sure why. Maybe it has something to do with D&D levels. Cause like shit like Final Fantasy, it's like 1-to-1. So let's rip off a lot of, you know, even like the Final Fantasy, the D&D names of like monsters and shit and spells. Let's rip that shit straight from. Alright, going back to Palma. And we'll just keep checking out the second planet. Or the second continent. On the first planet, I should say. I guess we could pay a visit to that one asshole. And when that asshole actually revives my cat, does he give him full health or no? He gives him full health, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, max HP, max MP. Oh yeah, he's good. He's good. Alright then, let's continue onwards. That was a bit of a minor setback. Not so bad, and we'll eventually get... Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna keep getting free flashlights though. We really might not even need the magic lamp until we have so much money that we just happen to be walking by a shop that sells it. Alright, let's talk to this asshole again. See what he wants. He still doesn't want anything. Okay. Fucking dickhead. And I think, yeah, there's still not really a whole lot we can do here. And there's not the junk in this town. Yeah, this town just has a whole bunch of empty rooms. I guess Lassig murdered everyone in this continent. You cannot come through here. This is my area. So weird. So can I walk behind him or some shit? No. And I guess we'll just... Shit, so this doesn't sell anything, yeah? Flash, transfer, magical lamp. Yeah, we don't even know what this town's called. We'll actually just, add question marks there for the town name. I'm kind of keeping like a list of the town's names on each planet, kind of as I go to them. We have Caminite, Paralit, Scion, Epi, then whatever the fuck this is, then Bortivo, which is the town with the robot in the junk, Lore, which is the first town on the island, past the Long Beach, and then Abian, which is the one on the very far end. So I guess we'll go north. Okay, nothing north. Well, shit. Dr. Luveno's lab in Gothic Forest. I don't know where the fuck... Who is Dr. Luveno? Malay Bay, north of Scion. Bay of Malay, rather. Medusa Cave to the south. Did we clear the Medusa Cave? I think we did. Yeah, the Medusa Cave was the cave that we found him in, so we'll just delete that one. Lassic is the bad man. I think I can remember that Lassic is in fact the bad man at this point. I better, after like 10 years of this game, no, 10 hours of this game, I better remember what the main antagonist names is. Let's see. Dr. Leveno's lab in Gothic Forest, Mainland North Scion. Tower, end of narrow road from Gothic Forest through the mountain. Magic Beast. Okay, alright, well, shit. Let's continue on then. So I guess that is just where we're supposed to go in general. And is this the fucked up forest? I guess it is. If nothing else, by going through there, we got a kick-ass gun from doing all that shit. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Okay, so there is 2 paths. So which path is this? Because I think one of the paths is the Larvo's lab, which looks like the southern path, and the other one is a tower. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that's the lab down there. So we might be wasting our time. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter either way. We're going to be getting money, getting experience. We're going to need both. Crazy that we just took the shittiest path, huh? Oh shit, Odin can like one-shot this whole party. That's great. Yeah, having the gun does have its benefits. Clearly. Yeah, you think it would be a brick shithouse? No Morrowind. Oh man, I'm sorry, Pickle. I'm gonna do at least 2 more Morrowind streams this month. It just if we're doing like Sonic all June, I have to kind of get through this. Unreal. Although Unreal, I think there's only gonna be 1 more stream of. I think we're very close to the end already of that campaign. And Shadow Warrior, what? It's like 20 levels. We're on level 8. So if we got through kind of like 4-ish levels per stream, probably like 3 more of that. Ideally, I think we should have enough. Yes, this is Medusa's tower. It probably should not be fucking with it. Tower, end of narrow road from Gothic Forest through the mountains. Magic Beast, Medusa. Well, we'll save here and just poke our head and see what's up. I'll even make another note. Medusa Tower. I'm assuming this is Medusa Tower. Yeah, even if we just check out just the first floor of it, you know? We'll probably get some good info. Ooh, cannot go forward. This is some interesting music. Kinda got thrown off by the new music, huh? Alright, let's see if we can see anything over here. Immediate 3-way intersection. I got 33,000 lube fists. Shit. Yeah, I wish there's like more shit to, I know Nevi gives me shit on that all the time, not having enough to buy with the lube fists. I want to like come up with something creative, but not too gimmicky, because it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. The gimmicky stream reward seems just kind of weird to me. I can't really explain it more than that. Alright. Alright, dead end. Got it. Yeah, we'll map this bitch out a little bit. It's cool music anyway, if nothing else. Now let's go down, and it looks like it goes that way. Are there no enemies here? Oh shit! Oh, are there no enemies here? Well, fucking question answered, motherfucker. Alright, damn. Fucking no middle ground, huh? It's either no enemies or get your shit pushed on. I like it! Alright, use your wall. We're gonna go hard with this. Just about 20. Okay. Then I guess just all in attack. Yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy. I'm not sure if this is like... I mean, we're at the end of a route. Maybe it's like certain tiles have preset. I mean, there was a dungeon earlier when you first encounter a skeleton. So maybe this is just kind of like a mini-boss? Ooh, he's a strong boy. Yeah, we're gonna need those, wind. Yeah, he's doing like 30 to 40 per hit. Almost dead, though. Yeah, that wind magic is pretty fucked. It's pretty good. There we are. He was guarding something. he was guarding a Coca-Cola. Nice. It's a nice blend of like the Tolkien universe, but like blend that with some McDonald's lore. Got the Hamburglar and the Green Dragon working in cahoots. Alright, let's see the shit. Yeah, this guy is also kind of fucked. Alright. Meow, do you wanna help out Noah for us? Before Noah dies? Wow, that asshole. Alright. Noah's already dead. You got... Yo, he might actually be blocking our retreat. Our back is up against the wall. I was thinking this game might actually do that, but it seems to be the case. Yeah, it's the typical Final Fantasy shit, you know? You have 1 HP on one guy. You try to give him a potion, then he's immediately dead. Then you sick another person to use a Phoenix down, and then that person dies. It's like the game. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's a little fucked. You might want to get the hell out of here. I don't think we have anything that gets us out of a, No. Yeah, the person who gets us out of these places is Noah. So let us... Alright. Alright. Come on. We are getting the fuck out. If nothing else, we, mapped out a little bit of this place, huh? Oh, come on, you dickhead. We got the, we killed the Cola Dragon. Oh, come on, you fucking cunt! Please! The exit is right there, dude. Oh, goodbye, Meow. Oh, come on, you dickhead. You dickhead, just let me go. How is Alice such a brick shithouse? Dude, I swear to God, she just shrugs off anything. Oh God. This is not the right way. Did we get turned around? I think we did. Wait, what the fuck happened here? Oh wait, okay, yeah, we did get turned around. From having to, like, take back steps after running away. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna use an escaper. Yeah, like that shit, it fucks you up. It fucks you up more than you would think. Especially if you're looking down at a map. Alright, and let us get the fuck out! Yes! Alrighty. Yeah, that is the Medusa Tower. We mapped out some of the first floor, and we need to get the fuck out. Question is, can we get the fuck out? Oh God. Alright, we need a future reference. Hold on to some of those items. Yeah, we're not gonna drop a save. Just in case. It is kind of a long walk back to town. Short trip to hell, long walk back to town. But it looks like RNG is just sucking our dick right now, which is nice. cool. Okay. That'll cost quite a pretty penny to revive our homies. I mean, it's like only 200 per. In fact, there we are. There's the church. Yes, could you revive our friends? My cat and my wizard are dead. And I really wish they weren't. Thank you. Yes. Noah. Do we want to use a... Well, actually, that would take 2 flashlights to revive. I don't know. I mean, I think, yeah, Meow and Noah are fine. We just need to heal Odin and Alice. I guess it won't cost that much. How much? $100 for her. Alright. Not awful. Not awful. It's making a big deal of it. Well, I mean, shit, you do kind of need money, though, in the long run. I mean, we kind of had a net loss of about $400, although, shit, we learned, it was a learning experience. We learned where Medusa's tower is, and we also learned not to fuck with Medusa's tower for a little bit, at least. Here I was talking up my, my over-leveled game here. I guess not. Alright, to the lab. What's this asshole's name? Dr. Luveno? All good. We'll make back some of that money. Definitely want to have quite a good amount before going back to Lore and Abian. Although, probably the first thing we're going to buy is some of that polymyrtle. Before buying a silver fang and a laser shield. Really, it's just that beach, man. Like, avoiding all those octopus fights. Those octopus battles suck dick. Oh, good. I mean, we're pretty good all around. We just, you know, certain areas do suck. Because if it's not our shit pushed in by dragons and marauders and whoever else we're getting fucked by. It's just a lot of really meaty enemies that just take their toll. Alright, so Alice learned a new spell, Fly. Shit, does that take... So what kind of fly? Does it take me back to where I was, or does it make it so I don't take damage from damage tiles? It takes me back here, okay. And how much mana? I think like 20, but still not bad. Hold up. We will learn. We will learn. Oh wait, no, wait, we can just like do the math. We can just do the math by looking at our stats. I'm not gonna use it again like an asshole. Definitely good to have. So we have Noah that can warp us out of a dungeon, and then Alice who can warp us back to town. It's weird, the town warping spell. I feel like warping out of dungeons is more valuable than warping back to town, in all honesty. Yeah, so that takes 8. So that takes 8, and I think Noah's get me the fuck out of the dungeon spell is 6. Let me just remember that. 8 and 6. Okay. Let's keep 8 MP for Alice, 6 MP for Noah, and we are pretty much golden. Okay. In fact, I'll like write that down. 8 MP for Fly. 6 MP for exit. At least I think it's 6 MP. I could be wrong on the exit. But I feel like I'm not. Yeah, a lot of the battles are more just time-consuming than anything else, but they're not terribly time-consuming. It just... Yeah, they all kind of give you about the same amount of experience points. Oh, we got another flashlight. Yeah. We really need all those flashlights. Why the fuck would you ever need the magic lamp, though? Oh my god. All good. Got magic hat, so maybe we can use that to talk to a dragon or some stupid shit. Let's check out that forest tile, actually. Looks suspect. As all the chillins say nowadays, playing their Among Us games. Yeah, I've never played Among Us. In all honesty, it doesn't look that appealing to me. I don't know. Like, I mean, I get the general idea. There's like a million like board games and classic style games like that. Yeah, it's kind of like a Trouble and Terror sound for what, Gary's Mod? Which is, yeah, that can be fun if you have the right people playing. Although whenever I play Gary's Mod, I'm usually just, I don't know, doing prop hunt or the theater mode. Ah, it is something. Oh wait, no, it's just a random encounter. Yeah, let's check this shit. Yeah, I mean, there might be something here later. I mean, this just kind of looks suspicious, but it could just be making an interesting world map, you know? In fact, let's throw on save state just in case. I don't know. I like to throw on a save state every, like, 30 minutes to an hour game time, just in case some crazy shit happens. Fucked up save file, power outage, I don't know. Something. Better safe than sorry, right? I like to take advantage of save states more for that reason. Remember, it's not about how much you save, it's how much you load. Nice, how are we doing on cash? No, we certainly lost a shit ton, but yeah, we're around back where we were. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, Dr. Luevo's lab, whoever this asshole is. And it's a dungeon, nice. Shit. This is gonna be like a full-on dungeon or like a half-ass dungeon? Alright. Dr. Luevo's lab. First floor. And let's start drawing this shit, bruh. Oh shit, you have your road pass? What the fuck? What do you mean a road pass? Why do I need a road pass for this fucking place? It's weird, it's weird. Weird shit. I might not even need to draw anything here. And it's another three-way intersection. Followed by another three-way intersection. Maybe I should check out what that door was. If it looks like, I assume just like a dead end with a little bit of treasure or something. But maybe not. Let's check this shit. Oh, what's up, man, Monte? How you doing, dude? Let's see. Dungeon key. What's that shit? Beautiful. And there's more shit. God damn it. Alright, so it looks like this is a dungeon, but it's one of those dungeons that have no random encounters. Which is always interesting. Let's see. The door, another door here. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking pain in the ass, I can tell. Got like that one. I mean, there's no enemies. I can appreciate that. Slow day at work, checking out some streams. How are you today? I'm doing good, my man. It's Max and relaxing. Do you know the robot Hapsby? It's a cute name. No, I don't know the robot Hapsby. It's a robot we made of Laconia, but it has been abandoned somewhere as being useless. Well, who the fuck is Laconia? Hapsby, Laconia, robot. Let's write that in my notes. Laconia robot is somewhere, and we know where he is. It's just there's a whole bunch of junk piles, and I'm not sure if we can reuse the polymer multiple times. It's not terribly expensive, but it's kind of expensive. All right, so what does he say if I say no? No. Oh wait, shit! I already said that. God damn it. What if I say yes? Oh, never mind. All right. He's just a snooty dickhead. Okay. All right, let's see here. So if I go over here and make a right. It's another door. shit. I'm like juggling the pen, my notebook, my laptop, and the controller. So forgive me. Okay. On the far side of the mountains lies a pool of molten lava. Okay, that's what that shit was. Well, it just looked like a shitty swamp created by a volcanic eruption. Alright, well, I don't need to write that down. I already checked that out. A little bit late for that warning. Okay, continuing onward. Oh god, I really wish it would just auto-use. Why wouldn't it just auto-use the dungeon key? I have it. There's a treasure chest. Fuck yeah. And it explodes and it's empty. Nice, I appreciate it, dickhead. Holy shit. Alright, continuing onward. You also like a weird ass cell. Is this like a... So what is this? Is this like a prison or a lab? I'm Luveno. If you've come for help, you had best forget it. Leave. Just put like an L. Dr. L. Okay. Well, we found Dr. L. Apparently we need to do something for him. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh shit, alright. What the fuck? I thought this was supposed to be his laboratory. That's what the dude said, like, oh, his laboratory's at the end. Some laboratory. It's a shitty dungeon. Nice. Yeah, Odin's gun upgrade is definitely much appreciated. There are 50 mesetas and nothing else, really? Okay. Alrighty then. So that's that. So I guess this is like the north wing of whatever the hell this is. Supposed to be a lab, somewhere like a prison or some shit. Okay, so now let's go. Actually, let's drop a save. Not that you should ever save in a dungeon, because the moment you do, yeah, you might reload and be like, where the hell am I? Let's use this shit. Could you spare me a cup of cola? Hell yeah, bro. Spider monsters are actually very intelligent. Alright, so I guess I can use my telepathy spell to talk to spiders. Good. I guess I'll write that down? I don't fucking know. Spider monsters talk, question mark, or telepathy? I don't know why I would do this, but maybe it'll come in handy later. I think talking to enemies is just a way to get out of fighting. And that's about it. Like, it's like a free runaway. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's draw this shit out a little bit. And what are you doing? The tower deep in the Gothic Mountains is known as Medusa's Tower. I already knew that, you cunt. When we're gonna get the magic key. Poly... Alright. That's just funny. Polymaterial will dissolve all materials except for Laconia. Well, thank you, Mr. Spider. It's just kind of... Okay. Yeah, I'm not... Do I really need to question it? Do I have to point out the insanity here? The fuck? Alright. Shit goes over here and then loops up. Well, now when we come back here to do whatever we need to in order to make Dr. Levo not an asshole, you can, I don't know. Spider, question mark, Gaily, question mark, okay. Anyway, let's see. I haven't seen anyone for a long time. Will you talk with me? Sure. I've got a friend in Bortivo. He's probably having a hard time because of the lava. Why not visit him? Okay, friend in Bordeaux. I don't think there's anything in there. Alright. Well, shit. Yeah, just going all the way forward and then make a left when we come to the junction. Okay. Well, we met Dr. Luveno. Why do you need a road pass for this shit? This, like, goddamn, what a weird fucking game. This game is bizarre as shit at times. Most of the time. A lot of the time. I guess we're checking out the rest of that one dungeon. Which isn't a hard dungeon, we can get a lot of money. And we've already mapped out most of it. I'm assuming it's just that one floor, it's just a route to the next area. It's bizarre. Alright, continuing onward. I really hope that you only need to buy one of those poly materials. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the risk and buy just one. And hopefully you don't need one per pile of shit. But I'll still write down how many piles of shit there are, just in case. Once we get to Bordeaux or whatever it's called. Oh, we need to watch out for these guys' health, huh? Oh yeah, it was the chest explosion. Fuck. Yeah, that's what that was. Nice. Alright, let's see here. Magic Alice heal. And we want to make sure she has, what, 6 for fly. Alright, so her magic is off limits now. Meow. God, that's so much. That's like a full heal practically, right? It seems it. If it's not full, it's very close. In fact, let's double check. Let's see how much that heals. Not quite full heal, but it's like a solid 80. A solid 80 points, not bad at all. Actually, let's save. God damn it. Sorry for this. Sorry for what? Alright, cool. So we did actually kind of go exactly where we needed to be. It just didn't seem it, because it seems like such an... It just seems weird to get to a new continent and then immediately like bypass the whole continent in order to go through a cave to then go through an underground passage to an island to go through like 3 towns back to back to back. Just to meet some random dude who kills your cat in exchange for a Laconian pot. Just weird, I don't know. Who am I to judge? Still very, like, it's a very playable game. It's more playable than the first Mother game. Yeah, the first Mother game's kind of trash. Which I feel like that actually came out maybe a year or 2 after this one on the NES. That game is a grind fest. Holy shit. Really, really hard to play through that one. This came out after the first 2 Dragon Quest games. First Dragon Quest game, I can appreciate it for setting the general JRPG standard, but it's that's also grind fest. And Dragon Quest 2 is painful. Dragon Quest 2 is very painful. With its enemies are calling a reinforcement system. Holy hell. Then Final Fantasy came out the same month as this one. I think like the same week actually. Not sure which one came out first, but at that point it really doesn't matter when you're looking at that narrow of a time frame. Alright, how's your health, dudes? You guys are fine. And there's nothing the other direction, yeah? Did we check the other direction or no? We might not have even checked the other direction. Yo, that's crazy. Drop a save all the same. Alright. So yeah, I guess like of the, if you're looking at that time frame, this is the best of its time. The best JRPG to date. I'd give it to this. Although not a whole lot of customization. If customization's what you're in the market for, Final Fantasy. But I think both games so far are in fact better than Dragon Quest III. Dragon Quest III, which some people claim was the best one on the NES, the best Dragon Quest game of the NES. I haven't played 4 yet, but if 3 is the best, then man, I'm not a fan of Dragon Quest. Speaking of which, I want to talk about Dragon Quest just because it's weird. I think that there's a lot of people, like obviously it's popular because there are people who sincerely like it, but I think a lot of the popularity of Dragon Quest as a series comes from the fact that people see Dragon Quest as very popular in Japan. Which it is, but I think a lot of people, outsiders looking into Japanese culture kind of don't quite follow how much of a consumerist culture Japan is. So when it comes to like new releases of shit, Japan's a very materialistic, consumerist, capitalistic culture, whatever term you want to use. So there are like big sales events. It looks like what shit's like over here when like a new Star Wars movie is out. Or at least what a new Star Wars movie used to look like. Nowadays, I feel like Disney has killed all enthusiasm for the Star Wars franchise. Which, hey, I think that might honestly be a good thing in the end. I don't think anything should get a free pass. Maybe in the future people will try harder working on Star Wars movies and shit. Instead of just a corporate clusterfuck of boardroom meetings trying to... I don't even know. Make the most bizarre movies ever made? Alright, let's check this shit. We'll count the shit piles. That's one. One shit pile. I guess that was the friend we heard about. Wait, we need to ask around for the friend too. I think the dude talking about his friend was just trying to tell us where Bordeaux was. But I doubt that one dude telling us to fuck off is his friend. So that's 2. 2 piles of shit. I really don't I hope we don't have to buy one of these poly materials per, because that would suck. So that's 3. Yeah, this would cost like 10 grand. It's 4. 5. 6. Yeah, this would cost like 10 grand. All right, let's write that down. 6 piles of shit. Good. Okay. Good. All right, back into the abyss. How are we doing on health? Like we could drop some heals, but I think we're fine for now. If we get closer to around like 40, I'll start to heal everything. Let's save again. But yeah, those early Dragon Quests in particular, though, the sales numbers were dropping since the first one. I thought, or maybe it was like it rose up to the 3rd one and then started to drop. I think that's what happened. It's still kind of weird. I don't think they're particularly that great, at least the early ones. I can see the appeal for later games in the series. They start to do more creative shit, and honestly, I think the throwback to simpler RPGs is kind of appreciated now. Alright, so that goes up and then right. But I need to play some of the newer Dragon Quest games. Treasure chest, nice. And what are you? Oh, nice, I appreciate it, asshole. Fucking dickheads. Alright. So, yeah, now's the time. Shit, we didn't even have that much. Motherfucker. Magic. Noah, can you cure? Meow. Do meow first. I think we have enough to cure everyone. Just gonna have to make it last moving forward. But no, clearly, I really like old JRPGs. I know it can kind of take some effort to get into them. But I mean, I do draw a line occasionally, like Dragon Quest 2, no fuck that. Final Fantasy 2, that, I've beaten it before, at least the remake. I can't bring myself to beat the original. The original is like, very painful. The first Mother game, that is insanely painful. But I did beat Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest 1 I would not have beaten if it wasn't so short. But yeah, this one's shockingly playable. Weird. It's definitely weird, but it's playable. It's not too grindy. It doesn't punish the player too much. It's just that first 2 hours, right? You're gonna have to learn how exactly this shit works. Oh god. That's one way. So we just have, looks like 3 more areas that we have not checked out in this dungeon. But once we know how to go right through here, it won't be too painful. The beach on the other side is gonna be painful though. Those octopus suck. Nice. Another flashlight. Ha ha ha. That's good. That's really nice. Damn. Load me up with these flashlights. All you really need to do is just hold on to like 2 of them. Not need a magic lamp. This is once again something you throw your money away on if you have it. And you're at a point where you're making so much per battle, or you know everything's already been bought. So you have nothing else to spend your money on. There we go. Alright, so we're going through here. Making a right. Going all the way to the end. And then making another right. What is over here? Dead end. Treasure chest. Nice. Let's write that up. Come on, hop up. I know, Layla. Hold on, my dog wants to jump up on the bed. Here you go. Okay. Just lay down, baby. I know. Oh, good girl. I know. Oh, I love you too. Yes, lay down. Good. Good girl. Alright. Continuing onward. There we are. Nothing. Okay. Shit. Well, fuck me. All good. It's just one more area. So yeah, this is like a pathway, really, more than a dungeon. An underground path. You still gotta map it out. Especially if you're gonna be going to and from 2 fucking places. Looks to the right. What am I seeing at the end here? Something at the end here, right? Is there a dude in here? There is. Shit. Poly material is for sale, and man, they really want me to know that this is a thing. I was able to figure it out on my own. Thanks, motherfucker. Okay. Well, shit. Okay. I don't know why I closed up the map. Because it's satisfaction that I finished up. All good. In the first town we get to, Lore, we'll be able to buy... Okay, nice. Meow learned a spell. Shit. Let's see what we got. Stats. Meow. Still got that wall. Magic. Meow. Trap. Alright, what's trap do? What's trap do? Trap. Used by Meow, allows you to disarm traps in treasure chests and dungeons. Huh. I wonder if it helps with trap doors. I mean, it says trap treasure chest, but I feel like you just have to take the damage from treasure chests. Maybe it's like you use it at the start of an area, and then you don't fall through the trap floors. Maybe. Interesting. Alright, when we get to the 4-way, we have to make a right. Just gotta remember that, and we're fine. Beautiful. Alright, continuing onwards. I need to check how much money I have. I think we can buy the Silver Fang for Meow. I feel like that's his best attack. I think you kind of max out Meow pretty early on. I think so. Shit, what am I trying to do? Yeah, one of the few weapons which Meow can use. This is Silver Fang. If you're only going to shop in stores, the lightsaber is the most powerful weapon over the counter. Oh no, we didn't see that yet. We saw the laser laser shield, not the laser sword. Yeah, it looks like yeah, the Silver Fang's Meow's best weapon. We get early on. Honestly, we're getting kind of later game shit. It looks like it. That's pretty crazy. We're actually making some insane progress in this game. In that case, we'll play for another 30 minutes. There isn't anything else here, right? Yeah. Other than some shitty battles. Which those battles are fairly shitty. Nice. Oh, I should look at how much money I have. Keep forgetting to do that. 2,500. So I think we can probably buy the Silver Fang and the poly material. We'll get the laser shield later. Oh god, it's such a pain in the asshole to get to though. But Abion isn't like that. Like Abion and Lore are pretty close together. Just getting to even the first one, which is the problem. Which I'm assuming we get a vehicle. Which if we do get a vehicle, that should make this a lot easier. This is very far away. But a nice powerful shield upgrade would be nice, but that's gonna be, it's probably gonna be for a while. It's almost 5 grand. Which is 1/5 of the diamond armor. Kind of amazing that they give you access to some of this shit early on. How the hell would you have the money for it, unless you were really saving up for just that? Yeah, I really hope that you don't have to buy one poly material for each. I'm just gonna make that, Take that risk. Take that risk and assume that you only need one. Not that we could buy the 6 anyway. That's like gonna be 10 grand. We have 10 grand by the time we get there. I'd be very surprised. Be fucked up though, but you never know. Alright, continuing onward. Oh, let's check this out. Nope, nothing there. Never know. There we are. Now we're starting to see the octopus. Although we're a hell of a lot stronger, especially with Odin's gun. I mean, obviously Odin's gun shines a lot more when there's multiple enemies, but still better than the 5. Twice as good as the 5. We're getting good money. Yeah, it's kind of like just amazing how well we're holding up in combat. It's just Medusa's tower is a little fucked. What's even gonna happen? I guess that when you save the robot, he's like, "Take me to Dr. Loveno. I will suck his dick and make him happy." I mean, that really is the only possible solution. Alright, so what are we doing here? Lore has the Silver Fang. Is that all this place has? I already forget what the point of the sound was. Teach me about Larametries. Oh, there's still that asshole in the sewers. I don't know what the fuck his deal was. Yeah, a lot of these towns are just back to back to back to back clues, which I appreciate, but I've already written them down. Alright. So, we're going to risk picking up this Silver Fang, because we can. That's cool. And now Meow is maxed out. Let's take that down. Save that. Nice. So we got all the cool shit that Lore has to offer. Oh, let's just get an idea of how much this is going to increase our attack, actually. So we go from the coolest number ever, 69, to 89. I mean, I guess that is a pretty substantial increase. Got the Silver Fang, the thick fur. It's kind of interesting having just a support character that has, I don't know. It's like unique magic, but they kind of get hit hard, but they have a limited equipment upgrades that just are available kind of early on, but really see it jump up in improvement. Yeah, it's almost not even worth getting the Iron Fang other than... Yeah, like, it's not even worth really getting the Iron Fang other than... I'm just thinking. Other than getting, like, the experience and the gold that you kind of need anyway. So, I'm just thinking. So, right now I have the ability to warp back to that one town at the end of the sewer, right? Or I could take the long way back, but have the ability to warp back here. And nah. I have just like the one thing I need to buy later on in Abian, and that's just the laser shield. That's gonna be pretty far from now. We'll just say fuck it. All good though. We're got some decent equipment upgrades for Odin, for Meow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking strong as shit. Didn't even get to see who did that. Was that Meow that did that? I think so. Holy shit. Alright. I guess that was a fucking worthy upgrade. Let's keep an eye on that shit. Yeah, I guess that was Meow. Damn. Fucking good upgrade. Can't complain. My cat doing some serious work. Yeah, that's fucking weird though with the Laconian pot. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that Laconian pot. It's like one of those situations that I'm sure you'll find someone way later in the game like, oh, there's a bad man with the Laconian pot in this town. But it's like well after you'll ever see it. Alright, so we have a new enemy here. Yeah, okay. This is fine. He's a little bitch. In fact, we might want to use wind magic. But I don't even think we'll even need to do that. He's... oh, shit. I guess depending on who he attacks, they'll do some serious damage. Alright, in that case, attack, and you know, you use wind. Beautiful. Only 30 experience points. That's all I'm saying, is the experience points are the same no matter what. It's really weird. Even the gold gain. Fuck. Really bizarre. This is a bizarre game overall. Trying to understand how exactly this shit works. It still escapes me now and then. Anyway, like I was saying, Abian, not too hard to get to. This is a secondhand shop. What can I get for you, motherfucker? Well, let me sell you this Iron Fang. Alright, it's not bad. We got some burgers, we got some cola, some flashlights, a magic hat. Yeah, I mean, you have 3 flashlights. We do kind of burn through them fairly quickly, and we can always just throw them away if, like, it's almost not worth selling them, because what, we're gonna sell them for like $2? Who gives a shit, you know? At that point. Oh god, no. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Yes. Let's buy a poly material. Like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to buy this shit. Like 6 of them, you know what I mean? I really hope it's not a situation where, you know, oh yes, I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up only if you give me $4 trillion, motherfucker. They have to, like, have a full inventory after grinding for money. I don't think the game, I feel like the game hasn't done anything that shitty yet. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Some cats eat certain type of nut, yes. Well, I got some nuts your cat can eat, motherfucker. It's weird. Oh, let's take out some of these notes. Dr. Mad, Laconian Pod, Admin. Anything else I can take out? Yeah, the Mountain's Magic Beast danger. I mean, we already know about that shit. So we can just take that out. You know that Medusa's tower is there, so we can get rid of that shit. Anything else here? We know that Dr. Luavono's lab is in the Gothic Forest. Not really a lab, but I can take off that note. Just kind of making my note sheet a little bit shorter. Okay, that's fine for now. Anyway, anything else we want to do here? So the laser sword would be very cool to have, don't get me wrong. It'll just have to be something we get later on. All good though. We will be back. So let us... let's see. Do we have anything we could use to warp back? No, other than using Alice's fly. Not enough magic points. What the fuck? Oh yeah, shit. That does take. Motherfucker, that does take 8, not 6. Damn it. Oh damn, really? Huh. I mean, I guess we could heal and then get a free warp back. That might be what we have to do. I don't think this did anything, right? Yeah, that's not gonna help us. Son of a bitch. Alright, time to heal. Do I even have enough to heal? I mean, we might have to grind for like 1 or 2 levels. Not that it's really grinding. Yeah, who gives a shit? Now to warp back. And honestly, we could get a free heal. I think this will take us right back to that one town. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we could get a free heal real quick. Might as well. I don't even think we have the money to heal all the way anyway, and we have all these flashlights. Might as well use some of them. Just burn them. If we need some later, we will certainly use them. It'll take a second, but it'll save us some money. Which, once again, we don't have the money anyway, so screw it. And then I guess we're walking back to Borneo? What the hell was it called? Bordevo? So walk back to Bordevo and see if we can use that poly material on all of the trash heaps. I'm assuming we can. You never know. Beautiful. God, what was I playing where there's this warp in between places? Probably Morrowind, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. That is cool, dude. That is cool. Yo, no, Dragon Quest 3 you could also warp between towns like a motherfucker. You are very powerful. In terms of magic, but even then it's always a grind fest. Every time you feel a little bit too... Oh, what the fuck? There are enemies here? Let's have a very low chance of getting into a battle then. Yeah, Dragon Quest 3, it was like every time you felt a little bit powerful, the next dungeon would just destroy you and you'd have to grind for a good bit. Wow, nice. Noah leveled up. Let's check it out. What do you got, Noah? Protect. How is that different from a wall? Let's see, where are you at? Where are you at? Used by Noah, also used during battle. This will erect a wall around his friends, and in addition, will sidestep the monster's spell points. Ah, okay. So Meow, with the wall, blocks all physical attacks. Noah's Protect is like that, but it stops all magic. Nice. Well, that's really good. And I hope you notice the amount of spell slots we have. We're almost maxed out on spells. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying. I think 20 is... I think this game is going to follow that trend of 80s JRPGs where level 20 is generally where you want to be for the end boss. Alrighty then. So let's head back and get our robot friend. And we'll see how much longer we'll play after that. Oh, this has been a pretty smooth session. I feel like we got a lot of progress. Jesus. Yeah, Meow was fast. It's like a weird-ass support magic glass cannon ninja. I mean, you know, I try to like mentally assign archetypes to all of your members of your team, but this game defies them. It's kind of like how Odin should ideally be a brick shit house, but he kind of is, but he's not at the same time. He just range attacks everyone. Really, Alice is your brick shithouse. It doesn't really make sense. Oh my god. Like a One-Punch Man. This makes sense. Yeah, if there's one character that fits the archetype the most, it's Noah. Fitting your general mage wizard. Everyone else is their own thing. That's a nice sound. I don't miss you, Owlbear. Definitely not. Alright. We do eventually need quite a bit of money. Yeah, hopefully we get some sort of... You know, if we get a vehicle from all this, it would be nice to go back there, but if not... I mean, it's not like the 4 to 5 grand it takes to get the light sword or the light shield is that much. I mean, clearly we don't quite need it. It would be nice to have. That's assuming that we can use this on all the piles of junk, which we might not. There are some Marmen, which actually aren't that threatening. Seriously, it's like a fucking Uzi. I love it. Just gun down all these motherfuckers. Hopefully get some decent money from this. Yeah, that's another thing I've noticed is like Final Fantasy, for example. I mean, you had to really pick and choose what you would upgrade and when. You'd have to skip a lot of equipment in between and really lean on what you find in dungeons. In Dragon Quest, especially the first one, yo, you're grinding most of the game to buy anything, anywhere. So this game has done pretty well so far. I think the only thing we haven't been able to buy is the diamond armor, which is, I think, the best armor you can buy. It's kind of weird that it offers it so early on. In this case, you're psycho. I don't know. Oh, that was pretty good. How are we doing? Alright. A little, like, almost 600. Not bad. And we're doing good on health. Yeah. Not terribly well. Let's, use Meow's Cure on Meow. Nice. That's all we need. So we're really laying into that motherfucker. And let's save again before we start dropping shit on all these piles of junk. Okay. Let's try on this one. I really hope you can use it multiple times. Wait, what? I guess it only works on one of them. Okay, well, I guess that makes it easy. Huh. Weird. I guess we have to use it on each one, and then we'll find the correct one. Do I search it as well, or no? I have no idea how this is gonna work. I mean, we searched before. I guess we just keep trying to use it. Weird. Yeah, this is the asshole. Good day, Governor. This is my fucking turf. Get your ass out of here, you fucking bogan. The bottle cap opens and the contents quietly leak out. There we go. I'm Habsby. Thanks for finding me. I can fly the Luveno for you. What the fuck does that mean? Habsby is hard-headed. Okay, well, shit. What does that fucking mean? Alright, well, we have a robot now. Is he in our party? He's hard-headed. Can fly the Luveno. So I'm assuming that the Dr. Luveno named the ship after himself, and now we take the robot back to him. There's also the random guy in the sewers too. Also, there's the weird shit with the governor and the dream succubus. I'm guessing that the governor of Paseo is a demon in disguise. Let's take that out of there. Cool. Don't need that anymore. Save that. Alright, let me just look at my notes real quick. What exactly else do I need to do? Take out that. I don't really need to know that dungeon keys helps with locked doors and keep that out. West of Paralit, underground pass to the Goth Forest. We don't need that note anymore. Yeah, shit. Alright, well, I guess we'll go back. I mean, we could go forward to the next area, but I don't think we have anywhere near the money we need to buy the laser sword. Yeah, so I guess we'll just warp back. I think we're good. Yeah, because that's all that's in the later areas. It's just that one place, that one store in Albion. He wants to say Albion. Fucking Fable. Yeah, the one place in Albion selling the laser shield. Alright. Well, in that case, magic, let's fly back. And I guess we could talk to the one guy in the sewers, but I don't think he'll do anything. I don't know what the guy in the sewers deal is. But, we got time. We can check that shit out. Which one was it? What's in the top one? It was the one down below. The entrance further south. Yeah, definitely not a bad game. I think for if you're looking at 8-bit, if you're looking at 8-bit JRPGs of the time, this is better than first 2 Final Fantasies, better than the first 3 Dragon Quest games, better than the first the very first Earthbound game for Earthbound. What do they call it over here? Earthbound Beginnings. Yeah, Final Fantasy 3 I really enjoyed a lot, but once again, if you're looking for customization, yo, Final Fantasy 1. It's kind of janky though, to put it lightly. But the customization is impressive. Very impressive for its time. Come on, kill these motherfuckers, please. Nice. Get some more of that green. What else did I want to talk about? I was listening to some more of Slayer, Rain and Blood. Finally finished listening to that album. When I finish listening to an album, that's to say that I've listened to it about 2 to 3 times all the way through. I feel like you kind of need to do that to really, like, you gotta sink your teeth into an album, you know? But, yeah, it's good. It sounds harsh. That's kind of the whole point of it. Tries to do something new, and I think it succeeds. I think it's got some sick drum and guitar work in there. Is it my favorite thing? Probably not. Probably not my favorite metal from the 80s. Probably go to, once again, Metallica's Ride the Lightning, and Epicus Doomicus Metallicus by Candlemass. That is a shockingly good album. That is a very, very, very good album. I strongly recommend that. And it's such a ridiculous name. Epicus Doomicus Metallicus. You think it's like trying to be edgy and shit, but you would never know that was like, it's like 1985, dude. So you want me to build a spaceship for you? Not a chance. I can't accept such a responsibility. Whoa, what? Wait, what do you mean? You are certainly persistent. Very well. If you will do as I say, I will help you. Is it a deal? Yes. Okay. I will go to Gothic Village nearby. Oh, is that what's called? Gothic? Alright, let's write that down. I didn't even know. Gothic Village. Nearby to make preparations. Come then, do not waste worry on me. Alright. We're getting there, yo. Alright, let's take out that. Where did I write that shit down? Oh wait, we can get rid of that note. Okay, cool. Continuing onward. So we might have our own spaceship coming up, which is cool. Shit, where are we going? This way, yeah? Oh god. My fucking brain. Wait, fuck. What the hell did I just do? Oh god, where's the goddamn map? Oh my god. Yeah, I thought I was in the other one. Okay, never mind. Yes, this is where we want to go. Cool. We could just use a spell. Magic costs money to restore at the hospital, so I'd rather not do that if I can help it. Speaking of which, we could just warp back to town, but we do also need money, so let's walk. And you know what? There's been multiple times where just bothering an NPC gets you shit, so we're actually gonna try bothering that one jackass in the sewers. Just talk to a bunch, maybe he'll give us something free, I don't know. We'll do that first. Just to be sure. How are we doing with flashlights? We got one. Alright, not a big deal. Let's do that shit. Did I literally just save and just blanked out? Had a non-flashback? I think so. We're making some serious fucking gains in this game, though. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see if it works. If not, fuck it. We're down 20 bucks. Not a big deal. What? Dr. Lueno has returned? He will build another spaceship? Okay, shit. I just like happened upon this. Damn. I will be there right away. I guess I was supposed to talk to him. It's like, I need my assistant. Do you know where my assistant was? Wow. Fucking shot in the dark, huh? Alright. So he's here. Yes, somewhere. Where? Wonder if these assholes say anything. Could you spare me a cup of cola? Fuck off. I got nothing to say to ya. Get lost. Filthy fucking abo. Alright. Oh wait, I just gave him... Oh my god. Forget that, like, button 1 and button 2 are the same goddamn thing. For Sega Master System. I think, like, you know, button 2, I think B. Which is cancel. I wonder if it's, like, over here. It's hidden in the tree! I don't know, maybe? You never know. Nah. Alright, where's this asshole's lab? Give me some directions, huh? Oh god. Don't be a fool. You must give me a Coca-Cola if you wish to live. I'm busy, don't bother me. Alright, shit. Why are these guys such dickheads? Oh, is he the, is this collectively his lab? Yeah. Now that my staff is assembled, I can begin. There is, however, a slight fee of 1,200. Fuck you. And you've come so far, too. I just get, like, a game over screen. Fuck. Oh, this probably leads to the, like, maybe the launch pad or some shit. I don't know. Alright, so I guess we're grinding for money. Shit. Dude, what a fucking joke, dude. I mean, if it's what we gotta do, it's what we gotta do. Have our homie Habsby. Yeah, I mean, damn. I mean, it's only like 350 bucks we gotta grind for, which isn't that much. Alright, well, I guess we'll get in some fights, and I'll look at my notes and see what else I was gonna talk about. It's my brain. My brain doesn't work too much. Oh, I made a thumbnail for Siphon Filter for the PlayStation 1. It's something I would like to stream. It's a game that I only put in maybe 2 hours into a while back, but something that like stuck with me. I always like thoroughly enjoyed my time playing it, and I feel it's just underrated. People kind of harp on it for its control, which The control's not that bad. It's a pretty fucking fun game. It almost reminds me of like a bizarre blend of GoldenEye and Metal Gear. Is the best way I'd describe it. It's more of a spy game, but like, you know, like Metal Gear, but it's more of a dumb action game like GoldenEye. It's a nice little mix. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I threw that together. I've been going down the rabbit hole of Terry A. Davis, my favorite programmer of all time. And yeah, it's just a fascinating motherfucker. It's crazy. Like, when he's working on coding, when he was, I should say, working on coding, it's like, the schizophrenia was gone. It's like, if you had something to focus on, you would never believe it. Dude could have been like a college professor or some shit. Damn shame, but damn interesting guy. Very entertaining. I'm 10 episodes in to Fist of the North Star. And, you know, it is getting better. It is getting better. Those first few episodes do kind of slog once you kind of catch on to the main gimmick. Which the series then kind of breaks away from that gimmick of, you know, Ken showing up to town, punching bad guy, making him explode, going to the next town. It varies, it switches up a little bit and does get a lot more interesting. Just have to get there. One thing that weirds me out though is, you know, they kind of edit the blood, you know. You kind of get like a silhouette blood explosion when people die. But then you'll get like full frontal nudity. It's like, what the fuck? Pick one. Oh, man. That is one thing I really like about those late 80s, early 90s OVAs, like straight to VHS, is how fucking raunchy they are. It's like nothing but tits and blood. But it's so extreme that's just ridiculous. The one that comes to mind the most is Angel Cop. If you've never seen Angel Cop, do yourself a favor, find the English version. The dub is entertaining enough to, you do miss some of the context. Some of the more extreme context of the show, but the dub is so over the top, it's hysterical. There we are. Alright, I think we have enough money now. And we got a whole bunch of flashlights. Man, this game really likes throwing these at us. Yeah, like, look at that shit. Oh, man. You would never, ever need that, magic lamp. Alright, well, we have enough now. Let's drop another save, head into town, get ourselves a spaceship. I wonder if it's just like a ship that travels the planet, or does it travel to and from planets as well? I guess that'd be cool. Kind of like that one ship in Chrono Trigger. Although that didn't go to different planets, that just went to different times. Still cool though, still fucking cool. Now that my staff is assembled, I can begin. There is, however, a slight fee of 1,200 bucks. Thank you, now I can buy some hookers and cocaine. I can get back to work. Please wait one moment. Alright, one moment. It cannot be hurried, please show a bit more patience. Oh wow, really? What do I gotta do? Do I have to make a certain amount of steps? Do I gotta leave town and come back in? I guess that's probably the fastest way, huh? Town and come back in. It probably is. It probably has to load the spaceship to the left of town. Maybe not. Maybe it is like you have to fight a certain number of battles. Yeah, shit, maybe. Well, fuck. We'll get in like, how about like we'll get in like 3 battles, see if it's here. And if not, we'll end the stream, or if it is, we'll end the stream too. Because we're getting pretty close to the 3-hour mark, and I don't like to get too close to that, in all honesty. Although I do feel like we gotten some insane progress in this game. Nice. So what else? Oh, I was watching a video on anime pirating. And yeah, I think you should absolutely pirate. People should pirate games. They should pirate anime. They should pirate music. Fucking do it. Fuck it. I don't get this idea of like, no, you must give all your money to these corporations that are rapidly becoming more and more powerful, non-stop. It's not like the content creators ever get money. They sure as shit don't on YouTube. You know, if you pirate music, it's, you know, like, a lot of this music's out of print. It's not like the original creators are making money off it, just a record label. Which are already very abusive with content claims and copyright law. Already lobbying like a motherfucker. In terms of anime, it's just whatever company's buying the license. It's not like the original animators are getting money. A lot of douchebags will translate subtitles for free. I appreciate that they do that, but it does make it so if you're a translator by trade, you're not going to make money. So, I mean, thank you for your tism. Yeah, I just think pirating, it's fucking fine. Especially older games. It's kind of like with the music thing, the people who originally coded this shit. Like, let's look at this shit, for example. Like, oh, the E word. Am I allowed to say the E word on Twitch? It sounds like the I word, emulation. Right? Immolation, rather. But the E word, right? Let's say you get this game, Phantasy Star. Well, if you bought this game from like a storefront online, do you think the people who originally made this game are getting any of that money? Fuck no. Granted, Sega does a lot better job at having a reasonable price and a lot of availability than Nintendo does. Nintendo, my god. Anyway, success! I present a superb spaceship, the Luveno. We can board the Luveno and be on our way. Cool. Is it right over here? Where's the Luveno? Where is it? Right this way to board the Luveno. Well, if Dr. Luveno sent you, I guess I have to let you through. See, I knew it. I knew it, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Well, look at you. Where are we going? Uzo. Huh. What is Uzo? We are heading for Uzo on Motavia. I guess so. So we have different locations, and I guess we also have access to Dezoris. That's the ice planet. Guess we'll check this shit out real quick, huh? Nice. Uzo. And there's another area. Fuck. What's the other area? Skur. Let's write that down. Skur. I like that. Alright, let's see what's here. What the fuck is here? Oh god, we have so many options. Yeah, we'll have to save this for another time. What happens if I leave? Alright. We have a couple options. Alright, what if I go to Skur? I'm not Skur to go to Skur. Check out Dezoris. We'll probably dick around on Motavia first, because Motavia is a less scary planet. The ice planet, I feel like, will be very, very frightening. I am not ready. Cool, pretty. Very pretty. I always liked ice places, just in RPGs in general. The ice location. Welcome to Skur, motherfucker! Oh god. Really? Well, I guess we could save here. We'll... I don't know, maybe we'll check this shit out first. I do like my ice planets. Hopefully it's not too scary. Probably not gonna be as scary as, what, Medusa's Tower. That place can go fuck itself. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. Anyway, thanks everyone for dropping in. It's much appreciated. If you're watching this in the future on YouTube or BitChute, make sure to check me out on Twitch so you can join the live chat. Also got the Discord link in the description below, and you can join us for multiplayer nights and all that. Got a nice little community going. And yeah, so homies watching this later on, peace out.